Hey, thank you for tuning in, y'all. We are Meet the Shoe, Shackled History Unleashed, where we discuss prison politics and entertainment.
I'm
We
shot
are sorry.
at you, Nina.
Okay, we're wrapping up 2022. So,
Yes.
what was the most shocking things that I guess what happened this year that was really different from versus last year? We're coming off the pandemic,
Right.
and it's still a little pandemic, a little bit, a
It is.
little, things are, people are putting their mask back on. How
Oh,
is that
definitely.
going for
Well,
you as
right
far
now,
as the
you know
shop?
what? I done started back to mask a little bit here and there.
Okay.
Um, there are people still catching the virus. They are still getting COVID. I know
Hey,
a
Mela.
couple people had, a couple people that's really sick right now that they can't even move out the bed because they have COVID. So
Right.
it has not left. It's
Okay.
just that the world has to deal with it. We just have
Right.
to work around the COVID, and it sucks, but I have to protect my health. I had to protect myself because I can't afford to be sick. You know what I'm saying? I already got a couple little things going on like asthma and stuff like that. So no, I'm wearing a mask. Even on the plane. If I go on a plane, I'm still wearing a mask. So
Okay. So, is it required?
it's not required, but a lot of my clients are coming in with their mask. I don't even have to ask. A
What
lot
do
of
they say? What do they say to you? Do they do that? Does that
no,
offend you?
that nope, it doesn't offend me at all, girl. I'd be so happy. I said thank you, and they don't say nothing to me. I don't say nothing to them. It's all love, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we still treat each other love, with love and kindness in the salon. So hey, that's how we rocking with safety. That's
Right. With safety. That's
it.
right, Sade. That's
Rocking with
right.
safety. That's how it has to be, girl. Please, because that stuff is no joke. It's people still really, really sick. I think one of my clients said one of their grandparents passed away a couple weeks ago.
Really? From COVID?
Yeah, complications of COVID. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
see Jamela in the comments said that
Hey,
she
she said I
keeps
wear
her.
mine when I go and get my hair done. Yeah, yeah, because you're in the
Yeah.
close off spot all the time and using the hair dryer,
Mhm.
kind of fans it. You know what I'm saying? If someone's
I
sick,
didn't think of
coughing.
that, Sade.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Mhm.
when the a person talking, so
Yes.
I could
Talking or coughing, that blow dry is, you know,
right, spreading the germs,
spraying the
right?
germs. The ventilation only can take so much. It doesn't do a lot. Ventilation doesn't system.
Right.
So
So is it like, do you keep it cold in your shop when you have like um when you have the clients come in?
it's been hot because next door kind of controls my heating and cooling system. So I have to go over there and tell them turn it down, turn it up, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
lately we've been cracking the door, opening the door a little bit, let some air
Mhm.
come in because it's been so hot in there.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes. She said, and my hairdresser flies here from another state. Okay, I know
Oh,
that's
oh
right.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you
So
have
you
to
only so
that.
so so she only gets her hair done when the hairdresser comes in town? Cause that would now that's scary within itself because they're coming from different air.
Yeah, different in different
Right.
areas, and yeah, it's that's yeah, it's a lot. You have to be careful.
I think that another thing that now the reason why everybody's putting their mask back on because we know in the winter that it flares up, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I haven't heard any deaths until now when you just
Mm-hmm.
told me, right?
Yeah.
But I've been hearing of people getting sick, and a lot of people get sick, they don't come back.
No. Mm-mm.
They
And
don't come
then
back like we everybody's like walking around thinking that the COVID is over, but it's not
no,
over.
because it's
Still,
different
it's like
variants. It's different variants. Omicron. That's what happened this year. Last year was just a regular Delta and COVID. Now it's Omicron this year. So that's the difference in what 2022, different variants of it. Some of it's harsher, some of it's less as harsh as the COVID when it first came out. Jeff said it's weird. Everybody in the house has had the shot except me, and they've all had COVID, but not me. Yes, the shot does not prevent you from getting COVID. It just lessens the severity of the symptoms, pretty
I
much.
think that that's what we were misunderstood about, right?
Right,
We
because
were
they were pushing it
misunderstood
so
that
fast.
we thought that the shot because I got one shot, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't go back and get the other one
Hmm.
because I don't know. Listening to everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Listening to everybody talk about
Okay.
what it's gonna do or whatever. One thing that it does do to me that I notice is that I get sleepy. I've always been a person that gets sleepy, right?
Hmm.
But I get sleepy more than I should for me, for as much as I run, right?
Yeah.
But when I catch up on the sleep, it's like I'm up for 24 hours. Like I
Right.
can't lay down. I can't, and then I don't even want to do no work because when I do the work, then I'll get sleepy. But then when I lay down, then I'm back up. It's like, what is going on? Everybody that I know that the results of COVID has been
Tired all the time.
some kind of effect. Yeah, just tired. Like,
Hmm.
what was the other things when we looked up the top 10 things for
Well, the main a lot we would say number one is the
uh
inflation. It would rise rose
right.
about 5 times, point 0.5, point 0.7, 0.75, 0.75, 0.75. Now this last time, December 15th, it went point 0.5.
Wow.
So they're trying to even out this even it out, but I don't see any hope right now. In the
Mhm,
next 6 months, I think it's going to be worse. We tend to see right now, as
mhm,
far as food products, people's services are rising
mhm,
because of inflation, and a lot of
mhm.
people are upset. Well, I had to raise my prices as well. You know what I'm saying? Because the products went up. And I
Right.
was explaining, like, if when I used foils, rental wrap foils to foil my clients' hair, because I have a diverse clientele. They
Uh-huh.
get color and they like
Right.
there's the dimension, so they want different colors in their hair.
Right.
It was $14
For for
a year
for aluminum foil?
a box. 14, no, now it's $28. $28 for that same box right now. So it has almost doubled. You know what I'm
Dang.
saying? A lot of other people products, skincare, everybody's talking about going up in January.
Right. Yeah.
Usually every year you'll go up a certain percentage, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, but now it's 20%, 30%, 40% higher than you usually go when go up in your products or services in January.
The thing
So,
the thing too about what everybody is going through, I noticed that everybody's complaining about product and service, right?
mhm,
The supply and the demand of it, right?
mhm,
Jeff Bezos is telling people that not to buy big, right?
right, yeah,
Everyone's laughing, right? Everything is high. Everyone's laughing at that. Him as a trillionaire is saying this. He's saying it because it's even costing him more money
mhm,
to produce, even though he's a third party company anyway, right?
right,
He's
mhm,
a third party company and he gets paid on the third.
right.
So imagine him. Okay, the big thing is, oh, just get your stuff and put it on Amazon and it'll get sold. We know
It
by
does
being
not
a
sell as fast
product
as it used
based
to.
company, right? We have three actually product based companies, right?
Right,
So with us having product based companies, our products are how our engine runs as far as Meet the Shoe, right? Because
right,
Meet the Shoe right now is just sponsorships, donations.
right,
And so our companies, Cashmere Lux, Bossed Up Beauty, Lena Beans Organic, that's what makes our machine run,
right.
right?
Mhm.
So when we are not able to sell, then we can always create because we're producing
We produce
our
a
content,
form.
right?
Yes.
And so our content of what we're producing, our personalities and the things that we do or talk about is for free, right?
Right. Mhm.
But providing when we're producing the products, it's costing us so much money
Way
just to
much.
produce.
Way.
But what I'm noticing in our company is that with the Boss Up Beauty and Lena beans, it's slow because people aren't gonna, even with Lena beans being skincare, they're
Right.
not gonna purchase our organic or natural product because it costs more. They're
Yeah.
gonna go to the dollar store. The dollar store is accommodating shea butter now,
Mm-hmm.
cocoa butter, you know, and
Wow.
then the also Walmart is producing waist trainers, body
Mm-hmm.
shapers. Women that are just need a quick fix,
Right.
they're gonna go up in Walmart and get that 14.99, that
Yeah.
$10, that $7, versus us paying $50, right?
Mm-hmm.
For a corset that's gonna last, a body shaper that's gonna last 2, 3 years. They're gonna get that quick fix, right?
They're gonna get the quick fix where it's gonna not gonna last long at all. But yeah, I see
Right,
that happen.
right. And so by you selling natural hair products that makes people hair grow, right? You
Mm-hmm.
would think that people would just ultimately just run to the site or run to the shop to purchase because you provide good products. That's not
Right.
happening right now because everybody is in a stressful point. They
Yes.
ain't got it.
Then
They don't got it, so they rather go cheap. They're not gonna do the regular things that they were doing to take care of themselves, buying the best products
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for nothing. Like they're gonna straight go to the dollar store for everything now. Like you go in the dollar store now, you cannot find anything. So it's almost like, do we dumb ourselves down? Do we
Oh no,
do we
right?
start diluting, right?
Yeah, it's not
Start
diluting.
giving you a little bit for the little bit of money. Oh, you want to pay $10? Okay, pour in, like on Friday, pour a little bit of the product in the jar, give them a $10 version.
Right.
Okay, that's all
Five
you
out,
need to pour
five
it in the
out,
$5
five out of
version.
six. But
Right.
I did make little trials. I did make trial sizes of the shampoo and conditioner, so you can get the sample, the 2 ounce shampoo and conditioner, both of them for $10. So
Okay,
if
that's
they
a good
and they
deal.
can get like 2, 3 shampoos out of it. So hey,
Right, right, right. That was a
yeah,
really good idea
yeah.
because
So
I have so many containers that are so big that it's like I
yeah.
don't know what I could, because I can't dilute the product.
Mm-hmm.
I can't dilute anything to, make it to fit their bank account, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like I gotta hold on to the containers until times get better. So
Right.
this
And
this this year we thought that 2021 was like a loss.
no, this is really
2022 is
really
worse.
hitting hard because you know what? And another thing, purchasing a car, a vehicle, it has been difficult. You
Right,
can, no, a lot of the car lots barely have cars on their lots,
right,
but they can't get the certain products to even put into the car to make it
right.
mobile. You know what I'm saying? So that's been at a standstill. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
it's like it's crazy because my husband's gonna try to sell his truck.
Right,
Everybody wanted to buy it.
right,
Thought about it. I said, "You talking about selling this truck? This is what we need for the wintertime, number one.
right,
Number
right,
two, you think you're gonna go and take that money, go buy another car? Oh no, because you know what? It's done went up 10, 20, $30,000 more
right,
than you know what I'm saying? Because all the prices skyrocketed for
right.
any kind of car. So I said, boy, you better keep that car and we're gonna ride it till the wheels fall off. Hello? Until everything even out, even scale. Cause no, it ain't nothing wrong with it. We're gonna keep on rolling.
So everybody is also talking about the prediction of the housing market. The housing
What do you
market
think?
being it had tanked this year,
Right.
right? They started the end of last year
Mm-hmm.
and then it's down this year. So right now it's around anywhere from 5 to 7, right?
Okay.
They're saying in 2022 it's supposed to be a buyer's market, but how is it going to be a buyer's market when the interest rate is almost double?
Right.
So a house that you would normally get for 100,000, you're paying like 250,000 for it.
Exactly. Which sucks.
Nobody's comfortable with that.
Mm-mm.
And
No.
everybody being homeowners is not going to even weigh the economy to the point where it's going to even out to where we're not in a recession, because you have to have renters in
Yeah.
order for the world to go around. There's people in other countries coming over here to purchase land
Yes. Yeah.
because the world has surged over, United States has surged over 8 billion.
8 billion.
It's more than 8 billion people in the United States now. So by us having a surge, they're trying to eliminate that. Has a lot to do with COVID, all these, the food, and the look at the food. There's no food here.
No.
And then now with these winter storms, we had a heat wave earlier this year where it
Mm-hmm.
was just sky so hot that the air conditioner was breaking. You couldn't
Okay.
get fans, never stayed in stock when this is down south. Now up north now it's freezing so bad where all those people, I think the death toll yesterday was at 50.
Oh my God.
Yeah, have died just trying to get home from work.
Yeah, I saw that in Buffalo, around New York area and stuff like that.
Yeah, yep. And there was people dying in their car, people stuck to to the pole, just
And
waiting on the wind. It was a wind thing.
yeah, it
It
was
wasn't
windy here.
always just the cold, it was definitely the wind that people couldn't even drive properly to
Mm-hmm.
even make it to their destination. So,
But wouldn't you would think that state would have prepared itself way
well, they
more
was telling
than
everybody,
to stay in the house.
to stay in the house,
They were
but
telling
who
us that.
listens? Nobody listens to that.
No, they don't. They were telling us to stay in. You think I stayed in? I sure did.
I didn't.
And my job probably 5 minutes away.
Right. I didn't stay in. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it was
Girl, you was
being,
rolling.
yeah, I was outside, and I'm gonna say it's funny because when we were driving,
Uh-huh.
I kept asking my granddaughter, is the car shaking to y'all? She's
Mhm.
smart. She said, you just think that because you keep seeing everybody else sliding. So they're sliding in the snowbank. So you think that we're gonna slide in it. No, we're not we're not shaking, Nana. We're not shaking. I'm thinking like,
Okay.
wait a minute. I felt the shake because I'm driving, but what it was the black
Right.
ice.
Oh
A lot of
yeah.
people being in Minnesota, they don't know how to drive. I don't know how. I don't know. It's just the weather. It's okay.
You said
Yes,
Mimi
I was
was
outside.
outside.
Yes,
She was
I was. Yes,
outside,
I was
baby. She was
outside.
outside. She
I
walked
was
past.
outside because it was like, how I'm sure that I don't know what city Jeff is in, but I'm sure that everybody has been through this as far as like at nighttime.
Right.
You just in the house like, dang, let me just go to the store. So when you do that, it's like you just want to just people watch or just
Oh
look at
right.
something. I don't know. You that bored, you
Look,
just
look. You like
outside.
no more locked doors. No more locked
Right.
doors.
Exactly. I just I'm just outside at every chance I could get, I
Man, look,
guess, right?
man.
When that car got the shaking though, shook my butt. Oh, Mississippi. But
Mississippi.
I'm
Okay.
sure, but see, in Mississippi, okay, because my family's down there. Now, when I've been to Mississippi when it's cold, like rain,
Oh right.
like
Oh,
in
they in the house. They ain't going nowhere.
around September, Octoberish, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have I think it was Lubbock, Mississippi I was at, right?
Uh-huh.
They have a cold that comes off of that water.
Ooh,
Oh my God, that's something I never felt. I'm
okay.
talking about where the shivers is like you keep doing the shivers is bad. So
Okay.
imagine cold weather being down there
Mm-hmm.
and they're surrounded around water that has all that like a sleet rain or like snow with mixed with rain.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You could,
Yeah.
and then you would think, well, how will you not know that? And you're from Minnesota, cold Minnesota. It's always snowing. It's always cold. It's not always cold here. It is. We do have cold, real bad
Yeah,
winters
we
like
do.
we have had this past week. But
Yes, but
if
it's warmer
you're,
now. Look, we got a warm front right now.
yeah,
30 degrees.
30 degrees, I'm grateful because
Yes.
I wasn't even able to unlock mailbox.
Oh yeah.
I don't
Mhm.
know why though. I never had that happen, and I thought that somebody changed the lock on it. Just thought, and it's like, who? Nobody is thinking to do that. Like has
Right,
access
right,
to that. Like,
right.
but I couldn't get in it, so it's lots of
Yeah.
mail in there because I couldn't turn the key.
Right.
So I don't know if I'm gonna have to bring a lighter for next
Oh
time.
yeah, light it and then put it in there. Yep.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. I was thinking do
But yeah,
something like that. So what was
the
the next things
thing,
that
the next thing that was Russia invaded Ukraine. That's what happened this year,
right,
February,
right.
right? So that had a lot to do with things trickling down to us too, as far as United States, you know.
Yeah, I didn't understand why we sent money over there. Did you ever understand that? That Biden
Ukraine, we are allies with Ukraine and we
okay.
are obligated to help.
Right. But so much money when we need so much help here.
Right. When they
Just
say
I'm just wondering
exactly when they say
what the amount could have been split because
mhm,
we haven't had our tax breaks that we were supposed to get.
no.
Um, but they sent the money over. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
They
And
sent
then
that
they
money
brought
over.
a lot of refugees, you know, to the United States.
Hmm.
A lot of those refugees came to Minnesota.
Oh, really?
Large amount. Yeah. Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and then what was the next one?
Brittany Griner, because of that, you know what I'm saying, she ended up getting stand. You know, we thinking she was a pawn, you know,
Right.
before this war really broke out. You know, she was there before it really broke out. So
Everybody has an issue with the swap. I
yes.
had a real bad problem with dealing with the swap
But I don't
because
yeah,
the guy was the arms dealer, right?
yeah.
Okay, and so
He
they
was
feel
born
like,
in Canada, wasn't he? He was a Canadian. He was a US born citizen. So
but
why is he
Russia,
Canada or
why did Russia swap with him then?
they didn't even swap with him yet. Russia, yeah. I don't know.
I thought that he was released,
No, they're
but they're
upset.
going to.
They're trying to get him. Yeah, they're trying. They were that's what they was upset about that Brittany went before him. He's been in prison what for a long time. So
Okay.
that's the part they were upset. They feel that he should have got out first because he's been there so long. And the time, I'm assuming the time his crime, you know. Oh, you talking about? I'm sorry. Take that back. I'm thinking about Brittany and the
The
guy,
arms dealer. The
not
arms
the arms
dealer.
dealer. They swapped, but the other guy that's supposed to be part of U.S. That's he's over there
Yeah,
stuck.
he's been there
Right,
for 4 years. They want to bring
right.
him home. They feel he
Over
should be here because he was there the
exactly,
longest, right?
exactly, exactly. That's why I got messed up. Sorry, scratch that. But yeah,
The argument with that was he committed a crime though.
he did.
And they feel like she didn't,
Right,
which she didn't.
right. She did. It was just a
It was
pin.
a medical issue. And by her being so tall and her playing over there, it's
Right
sad
over
that
there.
it's sad that has hey Ev, it's sad that she had to even go over there and play and not even get the same amount of money that the men get.
Right.
The money for WNBA versus NBA
Hmm.
is ridiculous. The
Yeah,
difference
it
in the
is.
income,
Hmm.
right? The drop and the disparity in between the
Hmm.
two is that's
It's a lot. It's
very
terrible.
discriminative,
Yep.
right? I don't
Hmm.
understand how come that hasn't changed, being as though NBA, NFL run the United States, like run the
Right.
world, really, right?
I'm assuming because the NBA, well, WNBA does not get a lot of people purchasing tickets to come see them play. When the NBA play, they have the dang that sold out.
Yeah, every
Sold
game,
out.
every game.
WNBA is like half that.
Okay,
When people start
so
buying more, purchasing more tickets, being involved, being coming to the games, I think that's when they'll start getting more pay. You know what I'm saying? It's going up a little bit over the years, but not like the NBA, the men. So we gotta step our game up and start supporting the
Supporting
WNBA.
the WNBA, yes,
You gotta start
definitely.
buying tickets and going to watch them play.
So the money, so you're
Really no,
saying the more the money is flourishing and circulating in the male
because of the
dominant
ticket purchase.
versus women, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a thing about it is like we will go and support. That's the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Not
not
even
even
half.
half.
That's the
Yeah,
same thing with the prison system.
right.
In that man visiting room, honey, them women is falling all over the place,
Oh,
fighting and everything to get them
they
and their
two
kids.
visits, and one man getting two
Exactly.
visits, knocking each
Right.
other down. Who see who will fit each other first? You feel me?
At the women's prison,
You better
it's
get a visit.
it's a third of the women's prison, even on holidays. Okay,
Yeah,
and that's even and most of the time it's filled with kids. It's not filled with men.
right. Kids
You
and
go in a
grandma.
men's prison, it's filled with women.
Yeah,
The whole visit is filled. It's filled with women.
yeah.
You go in the women's prison, it's filled with women.
With women and children. Yeah, and it's crazy.
Women and children.
And then you notice, like when I went to go visit my husband, the
Mhm.
visiting room was very big.
Right.
You go
Well,
into
I
a
mean, it had to accommodate. Look what it had to
visiting room,
accommodate.
right? I mean that I think the visiting room was big as the living room and my living room and dining room, girl. That's how big the visiting room in Shakopee was. It wasn't that big.
Oh, so what, girl? That's little for a
Look,
visiting room.
look.
I'm saying.
I'm gonna add the kitchen too.
So your whole upstairs was a visiting room. Just
Yeah,
say that,
yeah.
right?
The whole upstairs was a
Oh
visiting room.
man, that I mean, and then for the men it was
Three.
three of yo, three.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh
Three
wow.
times. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
God, that's yeah. See, even looking at that, how as a not even as a people as far as a race, black race. I'm saying how as a human race do we change that as far as support, right?
It's it's hard for women to support women. Well, yeah. In any aspect of life, it's hard for women to support women. They'll support a man before they support a woman.
Yeah, and even
It's
with
sad.
even just with the Roy versus Wade this year, that was a big headline, right?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was ridiculous that a lot of women of cultures were mad at white women because they couldn't even come together on something that
That's so
we
that's
share the
we
same
share the
exact
same.
parts,
Yep.
and you guys went against your own, you being a woman.
Yeah.
Don't have nothing to do with this,
You're right.
but you took this and still sided with
The
white
men,
men.
the
Like, I
white
mean,
men
just,
that
I mean,
changed the
come
law.
on. I don't understand that. I don't understand why they couldn't come together to change that.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is all this pro-choice, pro-life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
they have their differences. They're against it. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. At the end of the day, you are the person that has to be accountable for the choice that you make. So
Right.
if you're in I would never want to be in politics to be the choice of that.
Yeah, to make a yeah, huge
Because
decision.
just imagine the conviction of um you're saying people can get abortions and you saying people can't. I don't want to
Right.
be part of none of that, right?
Okay. None of it. Right. Right. Don't even
One of the
ask.
last topics to cover is the vulnerable of loss and damage fund for
Vulnerable
vulnerable
countries.
countries.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah,
Well, this they agreed to support poor countries that
right.
are being heavily impacted by climate change, right?
Okay,
Going on for a couple of years. They already say, there's no global warming, whatever.
right.
Right? There's historically low emissions, right? The emissions
Mhm.
are low.
Right.
And it cover the cost of related damages in the country, cannot avoid to adapt. So they don't want to help those countries dealing with that. Uh,
Right. So, what with us wrapping and ending up, what do you think for 2022 would you do to support the next your next fellow sister, regardless of race, creed, whatever, you know?
I think the next thing to support the next fellow sister, brother, or whatever
Mm-hmm.
is to be um support each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Help each other reach that next level. When you try to
Mm-hmm.
reach that next level in life, give good feedback, be positive towards each other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just helping up each other level up to greatness. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has potential to be better, to do
Right.
better.
Mm-hmm.
So just bring that out of the people that don't feel that they're capable of being a better person. You
Right.
know, and that comes with helping each other change our mindset. The
Mm-hmm.
mindset, the mind is something, you know what I'm saying? And then when you
Right.
start speaking existence, speaking it into existence, good
Right.
things follow.
That's
So you just have to get up, look at yourself and be like, God, this is my day. I'm
mm-hmm.
gonna shine and I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Speak that into your life every day and sometimes during the day, because sometimes you might run into some negative
Mm-hmm.
atmosphere and you got to change it around within yourself. You got to start with yourself and then be like, okay, Lord, I'm not going to let the devil defeat me. Let's do this and battle it on. So we're just helping each other.
Okay. Helping each other for helping more in different avenues and networks that I may
Yes.
not be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
My goal would be to attend some other workshops or
Yes.
events of people that don't look like me.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Good one.
That would be my goal or our goal for our company this year, to be in rooms of people that don't look like us.
Yes.
Right.
That's important because we all have a common goal and every nationality, race, whatever, you know what I'm saying, can bring something to you and add some value.
Right.
Everybody can add value to you as long as you open up and be able to accept it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And Jeff said, I plan on being a guest on Meet the Shoe in 2023. Okay,
Yes,
come
that's
on
right.
now. Yeah,
Send us an email on the topic, Jeff, that
yeah,
you want to discuss, and you definitely will and can.
yes, thank you. Yeah, but what do you think? What else do you think that should be done like in 2023? You know,
Um,
because I
eliminate
think we got to.
eliminate debt.
Oh God, yeah.
Position all the companies in the proper position to excel. They
Mm-hmm,
all have potential. They
mm-hmm.
all have their own voice, their own lane.
Yes,
Hire the proper help,
you're right.
because we can't do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Hire the help to put us in the positions that we dream and strive and been in the mud,
Yes.
putting all our money in to
Mm-hmm.
get, right?
Yes.
Put in the proper people in place for the companies to excel where we need them to be.
Yes.
Taking Meet the Shoe on a tour,
Yes.
getting in with more important people of our lane and the things that we've been through
Mm-hmm.
to our audience.
Mm-hmm.
Um, get in a studio, our own studio, for us to do all of our business in, right? And inviting, people in for more events and more, teaching.
Yep.
That's what the plan is for us for 2023. So it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. And you know
Mhm.
what's good about us doing everything, we do everything in our business as far as the back end, the front and the back end. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So we know each aspect of our business where we can ration out those jobs to somebody else. Be like,
Right.
okay, we need you to do this, and these are
Right.
your duties, and this is what you have to do at these certain points of days or whatever a week as you work.
Right.
So we'll know who's slacking and who's not. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we pretty
Yeah.
much know every part of the business, and then we
Hmm.
go, okay, we're gonna hire this person, do this, do that, you know what I'm saying? And we'll be comfortable with, letting that baby go a little bit.
Right, right. Yeah.
Let that baby go, because
Letting the
baby,
baby go. No
we've been,
micromanaging, huh? Letting them
we've been coddling these babies.
right.
We've been coddling them. We gotta let them go. Take them off the nook. Take them off
Right,
the
yes.
shit, baby.
Right.
Go on
Let us show us the walking in it. Shit, we
Yes,
want to see you
yes.
walk, then run.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yes. Most definitely. Yes.
Make sure y'all check out our sponsors, Cashmere Lux, Bossed Up Beauty, and Lena Beans Organic. Thank you for tuning in. See you next year.
See you next year.